Hi and Assalamualaikum. The experiment we are going to do is osmosis and the naked egg. The objectives of this experiment are to investigate the effect of changing the concentration of vinegar on the rate of the osmosis in the egg and to determine the differences in density between the original egg, swollen egg, and shriveled egg. So, what is the osmosis? Osmosis is the movement of water molecules from a region of higher water potential to a region of lower water potential through selective permeable membrane without using energy. There are three parts in this experiment. First, we have egg in vinegar. Second, we have naked egg in corn syrup. And third, we have shriveled egg in colored water. Now, let's get into this experiment.
For today's experiment, the equipment that we will use is a glass and an ice cream scoop. For the ingredients, we will use an egg, a bottle of vinegar, a bottle of corn syrup, and artificial color.
Hi guys, let's start our experiment. First, put gently the egg into the plastic bottle, or you may use any cups or glasses at your home. Then, pour some vinegar into it. Now, let's wait for about 2 days for the eggshell dissolve completely.
Vinegar is made of acid while the eggshell made of calcium carbonate. The vinegar will dissolve the eggshell and expose its membrane. After 24 hours, you have to change the vinegar with the fresh one for the eggshell dissolve completely. As you can see, there is a different size between the original one and the one that we soak in vinegar.
From here, we can relate it with osmosis. When the eggshell dissolves, the membrane is fully exposed. The membrane is semi-permeable that allows water to move through it. Water potential in vinegar is higher than water potential inside the egg. Therefore, vinegar is hypotonic solution. Water moves into the egg through the membrane, moving from the higher water potential in vinegar to the lower water potential in the egg.
Now, we are going to the second part by using the previous naked egg and the corn syrup. Place your naked egg into your glass gently. Then, pour your corn syrup over top of it. Using an ice cream scoop, or you may use an old spoon, gently submerge the naked egg into the surface of the syrup. The naked egg needs to sit in the corn syrup between 24 to 48 hours. The spoon is used because the egg naturally wants to float. When it floats, the surface of the exposed membrane may harden and even cause the stage become much slower. Once the stage is complete, pour your corn syrup and give your shriveled egg a rinse. As you can see, the size of the naked egg in the after are much smaller than before. When we place the swollen egg into the corn syrup, the opposite effect happens where the water molecules travel through the semi-permeable membrane and goes into the syrup. This is happened because the corn syrup contains a lot of sugar molecules and a very few of water molecules. However, the swollen egg contains a lot of water molecules and a very few of sugar, protein, and electrolyte. Although all molecules want to be in equal proportion in either side of the membrane, remember, only water molecules can travel through the membrane easily. Since there is an imbalance in the molecules, the water molecules travels from an area of high water concentration to an area of low water concentration. It means that the water molecules leave the swollen egg and goes into the corn syrup. In results, the swollen egg shriveled and shrink. The next step is fill this glass with water. Pour some artificial color into the glass. You may use any color that you like. Stir it well. Gently place your shriveled egg into the glass of water and leave it for a couple of days. The shriveled egg will need to bath in our colored water for about 24 hours. The egg will begin to grow and expand as the water passes through the membrane into our egg. After 24 hours, pour out the water and gently catch your egg. From this, we could see that the shriveled egg grow in size and expand during the process. When we place the shriveled egg in the colored water, the shriveled egg will begin to swell and expand. This is happened because the colored water contains a lot of water molecules but nothing else inside it. While for the egg, there is almost no water molecules and a very few of protein, electrolyte and sugar molecules. Because of the high osmotic pressure difference between the inside and outside of the egg, the water molecules will pass through the membrane and goes inside the egg. In results, the proportion of water molecules to other molecules are equal. Hence, it causes the shriveled egg to swell. When we place each state of egg in the glass of water, we could see that all state of egg stays at the bottom of the glass. It means that all state of egg have a greater density than water. In conclusion, we could see the same pattern in each of the experiments we had done. Solvents such as water molecules move through a semi-permeable membrane into a solution of higher solute concentration that tends to equalize the concentration of solute on the both sides of the membrane. This process is called osmosis. That is all for our experiment. Thank you for watching and Assalamualaikum.